It's no nuance November. That means post your hot takes with no context and run.
No Nuance November, college edition. Number 1, don't go. No, but for real, don't go unless you want to be in the medical field, a lawyer, or yeah, that's pretty much it. Join a white fraternity or sorority if you want to have fun in college. Join a black or multicultural if you want to have a better rep after college. Although if you're in the South or in HBCU, disregard all of that. Everything that you learn in college happens mostly outside of the classroom. SATs don't matter. They're just a system to make an excuse to charge people more money and subjugate poor people and brown people and black people. I also have 2 degrees.
Hi, it's still November and I still have opinions. These are my no nuanced opinions about why millennials are single. Number 1, having a beat face is not a personality trait. Number 2, a lot of you guys need to break up with your moms before you ask a girl out. The power couple dynamic is just a capitalist agenda that is keeping millennials from real love. A lot of you don't know what real intimacy looks like. While the society spent many years beating down women, it didn't give that same energy to men. They are extremely mentally and emotionally underdeveloped. So therefore, millennial women will struggle to actually find a man on her level, probably for the rest of her life. Also, a millennial woman wouldn't know a good man if he smacked her on her little forehead. Stop measuring his worth in Birkin bags you can't buy for yourself. I made a video talking about how millennial women can't spot a good man, but I feel like before I can break that down, I have to talk about why millennial men are so fucked up. I want to preface this by saying that these are my observations. I think society has made the definition of what it means to be a man so narrow that a lot of millennial men subconsciously don't believe they're ever going to amount to that. I'm not even sure many millennial men value the pervasive, extreme affluence that is projected in our society. If you don't value something, why would you strive for it? In addition, I think many of them spent their childhood being emotional spouses to their mothers. So when they're confronted with the intimacy level that is required for an adult relationship, they see it as a breach of their emotional boundaries. That's the energy that they should be giving their mom. But instead they end up giving it to their girlfriend. Again, this is my cis hetero point of view. Then you have to add on top of that a society that trains them to believe that anything wrong with them is outward, not inward, and then proceeds to distract them with constant sports and gaming so they never actually have to focus on themselves. That man can't be a good partner. Here are my observations about millennial women. And again, these are just my observations. But I feel like there are 2 types of millennial women. The first type, she does her work, okay? She'll get her degrees, she'll go after what she wants, nobody's gonna stop her, and she'll do it with no apology, okay? No apology. Then there's a second type of millennial woman. And she's got 1 foot in the game and 1 foot out. What do I mean by that? It means that she has a vision for her life, and to an extent she will go after it, but she's still kind of stuck in this mode where she's sort of waiting for a guy to lead the way. She's sort of waiting for a guy to get it together. She still isn't fully prepared to give herself the life she wants without any help. The issue with the first woman is she doesn't realize that her ambitions are not universal. And everything that she wants, her partner may not want, and that's okay. The second woman's problem is she's still waiting for the right guy to motivate her to go to the gym instead of just going to the gym. People wonder why millennials don't have generational pride. And people often wonder why we're so messed up, right? Despite the fact that we've been gaslighted our entire life to believe that our problems weren't really problems, but they were actually severe problems. And then when we talk about our severe problems, we get told to shut the fuck up about those said problems. Here's my no decorum December for the generation. Millennials, we have been tortured by our narcissistic parents. We've either overachieved and burnt out or completely disassociated. The only thing left for us to do is heal. Period. Gen Z, I don't got nothing for you. Hold my drink, okay? Because I'm about to drag your mama. Generation X, you like to act like you don't have any problems. We're children, Generation Z, are out here exposing you for the selfish, materialistic, boomer light, narcissistic assholes that you really are. I mean, you may be chill, but what did you really do? And boomers, you disgust me! This is me fresh in the morning, so forgive me. But I feel like I need to say this to my ladies, my sisters. I have this conversation with so many of my friends, my sister girlfriends. If you have something that you have been wanting to do, you really need to start doing the things. I understand that it can be frightening or disheartening to feel like you don't have a partner to do these things with, but take it from a woman who's had a partner for 7 years. 90% of the things that I do that bring me joy, that bring me closer to who I want to be and what I want to do in this life, I do alone. I do not do it with my partner because it actually has nothing to do with him. So I just need y'all to stop being upset that you don't have a partner or your partner doesn't want to do X, Y, and Z. Understand that your journey is yours to have, and just please get off your ass and start doing the things, okay? I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right, no nuance November, Generation Z. Just ask for extra napkins, baby. It's all right. You have every right to feel like the greatest generation. But don't forget, millennials walk so you could run. Your generation has the most rhythm, but the wackest dance moves. Your pop stars and rappers will never be better than ours. Generation Z is just better because they had better parents, but they're also real bitter, so neglect? Everybody in the comments is not bullying you. Don't let anyone gaslight you into thinking that you didn't make history this year because you did. You are the reason many millennials are searching for what makes them happy now. You did that by example. Hey friends, so you know I love to talk about generations, and I recently went down this rabbit hole of how did the people who raise millennials get fucked up in the first place? Cause like if so many of our parents are narcissists, what type of trauma caused that narcissism? You know what I mean? So I started reading about stuff, and apparently if you were born between like 1944 and 1950, your parents didn't even expect you to actually survive. Flash forward 10 years to when a lot of maybe our parents started being born. Imagine being raised by people who didn't even see it fit to nurture you because they weren't sure if you were going to live long enough to matter. Like, and we wonder why they have sick, undeveloped egos. I wanted to unpack this because admittedly when I first read the comment, I was frustrated by it. I'm not frustrated at you, but I was frustrated by the defeatist attitude behind it. Because I really can't remember a time where white people really tried to eradicate these ideologies as a collective. And if you continue to believe that there's nothing that you can do about it, we still have to suffer with it. So it almost makes it our problem once again, if that's going to be your attitude behind it. Do y'all really even know what it looks like to get rid of this? What trying looks like? If you want to know what this work can look like, click the link in my bio, join the Patreon discussion. I'm giving tips on how you can create real change as white allies in your communities, and we'll take it from there. So I read an article today that said millennials will die at a rate 40% higher than the previous generations. And it's crazy because I can see that. And if you're a millennial, I'm sure you can too. They've taken years off of our life. And you notice how even the generations before us and the ones right after us try to separate themselves from being millennials, zennials, Gen Y, whatever that is. It's because they too know how hard it is and how hard it's been for us. It's our obligation now, our moral obligation, to prioritize ourselves, our healing, and our happiness. We have to stop giving the best of ourselves and the best of our years and the best of our lives away. You know, I don't normally come on this app with a lot of advice specifically aimed at Generation Z, but I have one for y'all, especially in 2021. Stop misusing and confusing the concept of debating. Like, y'all come on this app and you think it's mock trial or something like that. Like, it's not a debate when you just want to argue with somebody who has knowledge with your lack of knowledge. Like, that's not a debate. That's just you being a mosquito. Like, that's just you sucking the life force out of somebody who actually has knowledge or has the experience because it didn't work for you or it offends you or you don't have the desire or the capacity to understand what they're talking about. So yeah, stop coming on here asking people if they want to debate when you just want to fight.
I have been unemployed because of the coronavirus for almost a year now when March hits. And I don't know what crazy ass bitch woke up and said, I want to be in somebody's office all day. But let me tell you, I love my life as a housewife. Like, I'm not saying don't have your own business. I'm not saying don't have your own hustle. I'm not saying all that. But I don't know what dumbass bitch was like, yes, I want to be in the office instead of being home, caring for and taking care of my family. I cook my man a dinner every single night, and there is no other place I would rather be. And that's all, period. Goodbye.
Like 45-year-old Gen X mom loves to treat their house like it's their senior year of high school.
I couldn't stitch this. The original video is worth the watch. I'll leave it in the comments. But if Gen X moms are like high school women, baby boomer moms are like your third kid's sister. Hear me out. She is like forever in your business, but only gathering information so she could like run it back to daddy. She's constantly bitching about not being included when it's like, girl, it's not your place. And anytime she gets caught in a lie, she basically just cries and acts like an infant. And all of these women seem to treat their sons like pseudo husbands. It's gross. It's disgusting. I can't.
I'm hyped right now. I don't have any money, so I couldn't do this stock market thing. I wasn't in the know. But to the people who did do it, fucking right, okay? Because they look like millennials to me. Maybe some Gen Z too. I don't know. I'm here for the spiciness. I don't know why I'm doing this. But I just want to say that I have been saying that we as a generation are sick of the shit. And this is exactly how we're gonna fucking change things. We just need to figure out how to do this everywhere, in all platforms. Like, I don't, like, period. Y'all did that. I'm inspired. And I'm gonna do something too.
There's literally a theory about the signs being cyclical in terms of life cycle.
I hate when I can't stitch a video. I'll put it in the description, but these videos about the cyclical nature of zodiac signs explains the mentalities of our generations. Wherever your Pluto is in your planet is the mindset of your generation. It basically explains the plight of what your generation is going to go through. Millennials, our Pluto is in Scorpio, and this is what she has to say about that.
The energy of your friend's mom, like quitting her 9-to-5 randomly and getting a Reiki certification.
So, millennials, don't second guess it. Quit your fucking job and do what you want to. You're supposed to. But in understanding the other generation, you have baby boomers, Pluto and Virgo, pressed 20-year-olds, making everything way too hard. Big, soft, prefrontal cortex energy. Gen X and Libra feeling themselves 30-year-old. Gen Z in Sagittarius. Midlife crisis, stunting, doing the most. And millennials will give birth to Capricorns. Super zen. Chill. Can I be honest about something real quick that low-key concerns me about Generation Z? I remember what it's like to be young and be in high school and have all these friends that you love and care about so much. But sometimes when I see you guys do these elaborate displays of affection for your friends, I'm a little worried. Like, am I bugging out, or is it a little toxic that for some of you, friendship means having to do these performative celebrations, acts of kindness, gestures? Like, do y'all love them that much, or do you love the likes? Like, because I'm not saying I didn't do nice things for my friends when I was younger. I did. But as you grow, and even in the next couple of years, friendship is just not that high maintenance. And everybody has to learn, but I'm just worried about the expectations you're creating for friendships down the line.
So apparently Gen Z is coming for how millennials dress and do our hair now.
Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong for this, because the person who made that video made a lot of very good points. Many that I agree with. But I just feel like, let the kids be the kids. Like,
It's their turn to fucking clown the generation that came before them. Get over it. Stop being so sensitive. I'm serious. Let the kids be the damn kids. When you're a kid, you clown people older than you. Then you grow up and you realize why it sucks. Let them be children and laugh. I love y'all little motherfuckers, okay? I literally love y'all. I will give you tough love when you need it, but I'm not gonna cry if you want to clown our fashion. Hello, these United States. On behalf of millennial women who are childless and who don't choose to be childless, I want to speak for us and say, y'all have the audacity to be mad at us for not wanting to have children into poverty, for not having the means to have children, so therefore we're making the responsible choice to not have them and write these bullshit articles about how it's bad for all of us. Please kick rocks. You have no idea the pain so many of us wake up with every single day because we're in the prime of our years and we want children, and we just have to sit back and watch other people do it because you have not allowed us to make a livable wage so that we can have them. Write about that shit and leave us the fuck alone, or run us some coins so we can be mothers too. Serious question for women with sons. And I'm going to try not to sound shady. But why do y'all feel the need to say that you're a boy mom? Like, what kind of mom would you be had you had a daughter? Do you have a daughter? When you post pictures of your daughter, do you say hashtag daughter mom or girl mom? Is that what you say? Like, there's something just about women when they hashtag boy mom that I don't get. I'm not following it. Like, I don't know. It's giving very much like, I don't know, internalized misogyny. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, is it more special than being a girl mom? Or, like, what is it?
What's something your friend did to you that made you realize they are no longer your friend? I'll go first.
So I had this friend from middle school to high school that I was super close with and super loyal to, but always ditched me every year for another person. And it wasn't just like any old person. It would be for like someone who directly didn't like me or that I had problems with. A guy in our friend group accused me of something that I had no idea. She let the entire friend group ice me out and didn't bother to tell me, claiming that she was being loyal to the friend, but not to me. She became best friends with a girl that couldn't stand me for no apparent reason and let that girl be in her quince and run the whole show. It was super annoying. She always seemed to like someone that someone else in the group liked. And then one year, one of my really close friends, like, totally just did some sideways shit. And she would purposely get rides from home from school with her, like, and never did that before. Then was very confused when I hit college and I was like,
Hi, it's your favorite angry millennial with what the fuck are these articles again? Now they're calling people born between 1980 and 1985 geriatric millennials. And I just wonder, Generation X, are y'all okay? Like, are you good? Because I just feel like y'all are the ones behind these articles. Like, I don't think that there's a lot of baby boomers who are really producing these articles. I feel like this is y'all. And what the fuck is the low self-esteem about? Like, how many articles do y'all have to make? Sneak dissing millennials. Get a life. Like, I get it that you're not as interesting as us, clearly, and it shows. Also, I was born in 1990, and while you were not talking about me, I'm fucking offended.